welcome back to Up the Villa podcast. Welcome back to Transfer Hub, where we take a look at all of Aston Villa's transfer rumours, links, new signings coming in as well. You can find it here on this channel. So if you are new to our channel, subscribe, drop this video a like. Let's have a like target of, let's go big. Let's go 700 likes on this video. And cheers everybody who watched our Aston Villa, the new Aston Villa episode video that we did the other day. It went down really, really well. And the engagement on it was absolutely fantastic. And I just think every Villa fan at the minute is absolutely loving life. I was in Tamworth Park yesterday and I met a guy and he was like, "Are you off Up the Villa podcast?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like chatting to me about Villa, saying that, you know, how fantastic it is at the minute being a Villa fan, how much he's loving it. And I think that's just a testament to where we are at the minute and going into a new season. Everybody's buzzing. Everybody can't wait. Everybody's chomping at the bit for the new season to start. Everybody's excited about the players that are going to be coming in. So I think that's just a real good feel factor around Aston Villa at the minute. And I'm just absolutely loving it. Every time I open my mouth about Aston Villa, I get excited. So, you know, that's why I love doing all these episodes, because I'm just loving life being a Villa fan, to be fair. So we got 4 bits of news on this episode then. So let's get our teeth stuck into it then. So Celso coming out of Spurs Global, and Alistair Gold is coming out saying that Celso is still on Aston Villa's radar. And we touched on Celso a couple of months ago, saying how much of a savvy signing it would be, the role that he could play in this Villa side. And I still stick with it. I think when it comes to this midfield situation, how we play in midfield, I think I still want more bodies. I still want more signings in there. Yes, I want us to sign an X-Factor central midfielder like a Goncalves. I really want us to do it. I want to sign an X-Factor winger. I want to sign a really good centre-half / right back. I think I want to go big on that. But I've still got this feeling in my head that I want some central midfielders to come in, because the rotation is going to be so, so important. And yes, Celso might not excite a lot of you, but I think he's got a big role if he could come into Aston Villa. He's brilliant in a system. He's a real good tactical midfielder. And I think for certain games, just like the savvy signing of Tielemans, we can still use someone with a little bit more aggression in there, a little bit more of a midfield know-how. It can do a little bit of that gritty stuff as well, but can still break through lines and drive us forward. And I think Celso does that. He's played with Emery before as well, so he knows how Emery works. And I just think this would be a good, savvy midfielder. And I guess we'd have questions and comments in the comment section about his past before in the Premier League. But for me, it's totally, totally irrelevant. You know, how a player has done before for another club, if he's not performed to the level that you expect or you think we should be getting, it's irrelevant, because Unai Emery gets the best out of every single player. And we've seen that currently with the current crop of Villa players. And that's just the way Unai is. He raises levels, and I think that is what he would do with a Celso. He's worked with him before, so he's probably raised his level before anyway. But I like it. I like the link. I like the midfielder. I still personally think we need to stack out midfield a little bit more. I think we need more midfielders in there to offer us different variations of playing, whether it's going to Old Trafford and digging in and no midfielders disappearing, having those midfielders that are just getting a footing. I think that's what we need as well. So Celso would be a savvy signing. I think the fee wouldn't be that high either. So let's have a little look at his stats for the season just gone then. So he's got a 7.10 rating, which is exactly the same rating that Dougie Luiz got, which was Aston Villa's highest midfielder as well. So he, like Tielemans, is in that above the 7 mark. So say if we had a Dougie, a Celso, and a Tielemans, they all last season got above a 7. Every other Villa midfielder got below a 7. So I think this just shows the consistency of some of these midfielders. A lot of us thought that Tielemans had a poor season last season, but he still got rated higher than the majority of our whole midfield. So I think that is something to bear in mind as well. He played 22 games, started 14. He had 87% accuracy per game. Passing, he had in his own half 91, in the opposition half 81. And this is a little bit about Celso. Successful dribbles, 59%. Total duels won, 57%. Ground duels won, 59%. And aerial duels won, 29%. So he's winning the bulk of his duels, which is so important. And I think this is what I'm saying about this midfielder offering something a little bit different. If we have a look at his transfer value, 14 million, which is priced quite nicely. And then if we go back and just have a look at his stats per 90, really, really good. Progressive passes, 7.75 per 90. Progressive passes received, 5.60. Tackles, 2.56 per 90 as well. Really, really high. So those stats are very, very good, to be fair. So Lo Celso, I'm liking it. It's a good rumour. It's a good link. It's a great player that could come into Aston Villa for a decent fee as well. And then we can spread the money elsewhere and get some X-Factor players in as well. So Villa fans, let me know your thoughts on Lo Celso to Aston Villa. Outgoing news, Coutinho is linked with a loan move to Fenerbahce with an option to buy. My opinion on this one, I'd love to hear your opinions on Coutinho potentially leaving. I don't like it. I think, for me, we signed him for 15, 16, 17 million pounds, whatever it was, in and around that fee. We'd lose him for peanuts. I think he's still got added quality. We saw that for the period where Emery was really getting the best out of him. He started to look lively again, didn't he? Yes, he's got the injuries, but I think a Coutinho in Europe, a Coutinho still off the bench, offers Villa a lot. And he offers Villa a lot off the pitch as well. We talk about the impact that Ashley Young had off the pitch. Coutinho would still have that same impact being an attacking player. So I think Coutinho has still got something to offer Aston Villa. That's just my opinion. I wouldn't feel that comfortable with Coutinho leaving because he's just going to leave to go out on loan. That doesn't benefit Villa whatsoever. You know, a Traore or a Trezeguet in the past, or whoever, an El Ghazi maybe, that might have benefited Villa because there was no pathway for them to get any minutes. We need to get rid of them. But a Coutinho, I think he's still got added quality that can help Villa, to be fair. So a Coutinho, for me, I think I want him to stay. We had some news today coming out about the North Stand, and I thought this was just pretty much the standard news anyway, that Villa are waiting for Whitton Station to be done. So the council need to fund money to pay for Whitton Station to be revamped before the North Stand takes any progress going forward. Any redevelopment of that is going to have to wait until Whitton Station gets done. So that's coming out of the Birmingham Mail today. But I just thought that was just standard news anyway. So I know that Perslow and Andy Street were really working together to try and speed things up. So I think when that sort of gets given the go-ahead, then the station can get done as well. And then a little bit of an interesting rumour that I don't know how I feel about this. I think I kind of like it, but I'd have to know what you guys think. Is Rodrigo from Leeds coming to Aston Villa? Now, I know a lot of you might be screaming, saying, we need better, we need more. For 32 years of age, he scored 14 goals for Leeds last season in a poor Leeds side, and he has a £3 million release clause. So to get Rodrigo out of Leeds, £3 million. Now, that would be a savvy deal for somebody. You know, he's got goals, 14 goals. He's worked with Vidagani before at Valencia, I think, as well. So I think that would be a cheeky deal for somebody. Whether it's Villa, I'd love to know what you guys think about this. But 31 games played, 22 games started, 13 goals, and he also got 1 assist. So I know we were linked with that player in Lyon. Can't think what, Dembele, and I know quite a lot of you were keen on that. But how do you feel about Rodrigo? Low fee, bangs goals in the Premier League, a Premier League goal scorer in a poor Leeds side. I'll leave that one with you, and I'll let me know what you guys think at home. So I just thought I'd just come on and have a little chat about some of the Villa news and what's going on, and some of the rumours as well. So cheers, everybody, for watching. Let me know your thoughts, and let's smash that like target as well. Up the Villa.